Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Edo 2020. Buhari will shock those who think he will rig for APC. Idahosa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We want to say thank you for your massive and continuous support. We truly, really appreciate you. Well, we know about the elections in Edo State. If you have not given us a thumbs up, why not go ahead and give us a thumbs up? And please don't forget to subscribe. God bless you. We are hearing now that Buhari will shock some people if they are thinking he's going to rig the election. The election is quite fierce and will be the definition of democracy in Edo State. Although we've heard some comment from the leader of the APC, Buhari, who is not happy with the fact that the person of Pastor Ize-Iyamu left APC for PDP. But my question is, you knew and you were aware of the problem and you did nothing about it until it deteriorated to the extent of what it is. Oshomole is your right-hand man who campaigned tirelessly for your election. If you wanted to save NWC, you would have spoken a word right in time. They said a stitch in time. That's an adage from the white man. A stitch in time, not medicine. You don't administer medication after a horse is dead. No, it doesn't work. You do it before the eventual death. So a stitch in time can save a lot of things. But what did he do? The very solution he should have preferred, even before when the whole court case was coming up. Ask every APC member, let's have a convention. Take charge, take leadership. But no, they waited till the whole thing was deteriorated, and he told the governors elected under APC government, under its APC platform, you must deliver Edo State. Hence, a lot of things have come out from that statement. But anyway, what we are hearing now is that if you think Buhari is going to rig election for anybody, you'll be deceived. Let's get on to the news and get all the details. Chief Charles Idahosa, former Commissioner for Information in Edo State and a chieftain of the People Democratic Party, PDP, in this interview spoke on politics of the state, an issue that will shape the 2019 governorship election. On the choices of his candidates, Governor Godwin Obaseki, the governor has performed excellently well, and I believe that his performance will give him an edge over his opponents. Also, he has left the APC and is now a PDP candidate. We know also that he defeated his major opponents before, and this is not gainsay. He's positioned and he will do it again. He won in 2016, didn't he? After scoring 300 whatever. I'll call the figures. 319,483 votes, while Ize-Iyamu had 253,173 votes. That is a difference of 66,000 votes in terms of percent. Obaseki scored 52% of the votes. Ize-Iyamu scored 41%. So, if he could do that in 2016, when he was just coming on board and nobody knew him, nobody has heard of him before, what do you think now after 4 years, when he has been tested and tried and people have seen that he is the man of the people? And the people of state are clamoring all around him for a second term. I believe Obaseki does not need to campaign much. The job has been done for him 4 years ago by Adams Oshomole. Adams Oshomole paved the way years ahead. He has done the campaign for Obaseki and PDP. We are already putting together all that he said about Ize-Iyamu for the last 4 years. We are going to put it on billboard and other places for people to listen to what he said about the two candidates 4 years ago, and then leave the good people of Edo State to make up their minds. Most of the things Oshomole said then are in the public domain, and they came from his heart. Ize-Iyamu has not come out to say Oshomole was telling a lie, or has he? He only said it was politics. So, about the courts, he sued you too. This is an interview, remember. Ize-Iyamu said most of the things Oshomole has said about him did not come from his heart. It was all political talk. Why didn't he say that before? Most of those allegations were levied against him 4 years ago. Why did he keep quiet since then? The people of Edo State are very enlightened, you know. Enlightened people, and they will decide whether what Oshomole has said about the two candidates was from his heart or not. You don't need to convince them. Another question. He took on the commands of the chairman of APC campaign council for Edo, Governor Abdul Gani of Kano State, about Obaseki, and he said Obaseki will lose the election. That's a used joke. The truth of the matter is that Obaseki has won the election already, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. I know they want to rig the election. The president, I know, will not rig election for anybody. He has not believed in that because he's a man of integrity, and I want to believe he will keep by that. I remember Oshomole went to see President Muhammadu Buhari after the resignation of Governor Godwin Obaseki from APC and said, I heard that this man is very popular. Oshomole said popularity or incumbency does not help. He said what matter is the status quo. I am just appealing to them not to try anything to sublime the will of the people. Ganduje can sit down in Kano and be talking trash. It is a system that tolerates him. How much margin did Ganduje use in winning Kano State governorship election? And that is the man saying he will win Edo for APC. Rubbish. On criticism, comments that Obaseki has not performed and the thread posted by the Edo People Movement, EPN, against him. If you look at those who are opposed to Obaseki, none of them has said that he is not performing or he's involved in giving out bogus contracts. All they have been saying is that he wasn't carrying them along. I kept asking, carrying you along for what? In what way, capacity, or kind? Are you a contractor? When did Godwin Obaseki become an obstetrician doctor that will be carrying disabled and invalid people along everywhere he goes? Where do they want him to carry them along to? Are they babies or what? To me, it's another way of saying the governor was not sharing the money. The governor Obaseki, I know, is not ready to share any money. Everybody in the Edo State have the opportunity of working, and the governor has created an enabling environment to make that possible. If you produce things that are useful to the society, the governor will buy from you. I am not farming. I'm not into farming business for a long time. I had been running a cattle ranch in my village. I have a big poultry also. That's what I do. Everything I produce now, the governor buys them from me. So what is their problem? There is no free money anywhere in Edo State, and the matter of fact is the governor is passing across. We have a series focused on determining governor in Edo State. We'll do everything we can to ensure he continues the good work and start with the second tenure. On the fear of federal might in the poll, with APC as the running party at the center. What do you think? We will be hearing them say they are using federal might. They have forgotten that federal national chairman Adams Oshomole contested the governorship election in Edo State for the opposition. He contested under Action Congress, AC, and won his election under Action Congress of Nigeria, ANC. The PDP, which was the ruling party then, never used any federal might against him. At the end of the day, we are waiting for them to come and use federal might here in Edo. Like I said, if they try to sublime the will of the people of Edo State, the war in Ondo State between Ake Omobowa and the late Ake Adekunle Ajase in 1983 will be a child's play. I am putting them on notice. As they are reading this interview, we are warning them not to try any such thing in Edo State. Edo State is not any other state. Any attempt to sublime the will of the people of Edo State, we will resist it. We will make sure that everybody in the world here, we are going to the polls with our vote, one man, one vote, to vote our candidates. We don't want anybody to come and impose anybody on us. Let the will of the people of Edo State stand. And we are watching. On the probe of the suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime, Ibrahim Mogo. It is very disappointing. A friend of mine forwarded a message to me on WhatsApp on the issue, and I read it, and I said, this is what is happening. Well, my people, you've heard it all. I have nothing more to say. God bless you. Bye for now.